This is a very common statement that I get sometimes from people who support Dubai. Whenever they see the videos where I make fun of some things about Dubai or some things about UAE, one of the arguments some, not all, some expats or some Emiratis have is, don't spit on the hand that feeds you. That is one. Or don't spit on the plate that you eat. That is two. Or don't bite the hand that feeds you. Or yeah, you're so ungrateful when UAE took care of you, gave you an opportunity, and now you're talking shit after taking advantage. Okay, I'm not focusing on that bullshit, I got deported and all. I've addressed this. You can just Google search. So I want to address this particular statement that don't bite the hand that feeds you, or UAE took care of you and now you're speaking against UAE. Okay, let me address this. Now, did UAE give me an opportunity? UAE gives everybody an opportunity except the people who they ban from entering their country. Okay, UAE offers everyone an opportunity. And there are some cases where they have banned even innocent people, so let's not get into that. But UAE offers everybody, not just me, not just you, everybody. Now, in the opportunity that they offered everyone, UAE offered, come into our country, stay in our country. Some people succeed, some people fail. The people who succeed are grateful. The people who fail are disappointed, and they may bitch and moan and complain. Now, there are two things here. Number one, let's focus on the success and failures, okay? Now, the people who succeed can say, I succeeded because of UAE. Like you see any of the successful people, UAE offered me a land of opportunity, UAE gave me this chance. Okay. There are some people who are very grateful and gracious. And then there are other people who say, I worked hard for it. I took advantage of the opportunity. I took the leadership stance. In the same way, the people who failed, they can say, UAE gave me an opportunity, but I failed. On the other side, they can say, UAE is a tough place, UAE fucked up my life. Okay, fine. Now, I am of the belief, this is just my thought, you should take personal responsibility, good or bad. So if I succeeded, it's because of me. If I failed, it's because of me. Now, let's look at your argument. You succeeded in UAE, and you should be grateful to UAE. So that means if I failed in UAE, who should I blame? Should I blame UAE? Should I blame the UAE government? Should I blame the UAE rulers? Let's say I went to UAE, I didn't get a job, or I took a loan and I failed, or I was not able to make money, or I lost all my savings. Should I blame UAE? Should I blame the UAE government? Should I blame the UAE rulers? No. If I failed, I didn't get a job, I have to blame. I can say market conditions, I can say, oh, the recession, but then I didn't get a job, but other people got a job. So how come UAE is to blame? So it's personal responsibility. If I get a job, because of me. If I don't get a job, because of me. In the same way, if I failed, just as I have to take personal responsibility, if I succeed, it's also because of me. It is illogical to say if you failed, you didn't get a job, it's because of you, you didn't try hard. And it's also illogical to say, oh, I failed because of recession, when other people succeed because of recession. Do you know that there are so many people who have made money because of recession? Do you know that there are people who have got jobs during recession? So what do you say? Then you'll say, oh, that is luck. So in every way, what your argument holds good, there's no other way to look at it. My theory, I don't know about you. If I succeed, it's because of me. If I failed, it's because of me. If my marriage broke up, it's because I take responsibility. If my marriage succeeded, it's because I take responsibility. Yes, the other side is also to blame. Yes, there are other factors. So now in UAE, I succeeded. If you say because of UAE, that means the money that I lost was because of UAE. The jobs that I didn't get was because of UAE. The times I got cheated was because of UAE. Then shouldn't all bad things happen because of UAE? Come on, tell me. So there you will keep quiet. There, do you know how many laborers, their passports are taken by employers? That is because of UAE. How many women get raped and jailed? Is that because of UAE? How many people end up in loans? Is that because of UAE? Come on. Where is your logic now? Let me make it very clear. There are many people like me, maybe not tattooed, but who managed to get a job. And then there are many others who didn't get a job. I succeeded because I took certain decisions. And FYI, I succeeded even though I had a tattooed face. I succeeded even though I didn't have a degree. I succeeded even though I didn't have a job. I succeeded because I worked hard, because I worked through the loopholes. I knew the loopholes of the system and I exploited them. I knew how to negotiate the rate. I knew how to sell myself. I learned the art of hustling. I learned the art of negotiation. I learned the art of selling myself. It's all because of me. Nobody taught me this for free. I worked hard for it. And if I earned more money than you, it's not because UAE loved me more than you. It's because I busted my balls. And my failures is also because of me. See, UAE is a country with standard laws. How you succeed or how you fail is all up to you. So don't go around telling, oh, you should be grateful. UAE didn't give me anything for free. UAE gave me nothing for free. The visa, I paid money. Rent, I paid money. Food, I paid money. Fines, I paid money. Living, I paid money. What UAE gave me for free? Tell me. What? They allowed me to come in? They allowed everyone to come in. They allowed me to stay there. They allowed everyone to stay there. So, why do you want me to give credit for my success to somebody else? I mean, how stupid you are. And one last thing. Right now you're staying in UAE. You're enjoying a good time. Here's my question to you. When you're 60 and you don't have a visa, if you go through any financial crisis, if you don't have a job, then you think UAE is going to give you visa for free, stay for free, citizenship for free, medical benefits for free, education for free? What will they give you for free? Will they cancel your bank loans? In fact, if you have a loan and you don't have a job and you have a family, tell me what UAE will do for you. Get you a job? Give your child free education? Give your spouse and your family members free accommodation, food and stay? Tell me, what will they give you for free? So then tell me, what do I have to be grateful for? For being enterprising? For being a survivor? For fighting it out? It's like that stupid argument, oh, give thanks to God. Give thanks to God that today you are the way you are. Then shouldn't I give thanks to God for being raped? Shouldn't I give thanks to God for being molested? Shouldn't I give thanks to God for being exploited? Shouldn't I give thanks to God for all the times I got cheated? Shouldn't I give thanks to God for the times I wanted to commit suicide? No, don't give thanks to God for bad things, only good things. What about the floods, the famines, the COVID crisis, the innocent people who are dying? We give thanks to God for that? What happened to your logic? Went up your ass? This is the problem with people. Your arguments are so fucking illogical. You just want to believe what you want to believe. Look, right now you are maybe staying in UAE. Fine, things are good. You will only come to know the validity of my argument only when you go through a financial crisis, only when you lose your job, only when you don't have a visa, only when you go through a tough time. That time you will come to know who's your friend, who's not your friend, and how much UAE loves you and cares about you. And I'll tell you this, you will come to know your exact value the day you don't have a visa and you're applying for a visa, do you know you can't even board the aircraft? For me, the shocker came when, after my visa cancellation of staying in UAE for 36 years, when I was in India and for the first time, because of that ex-employer of mine, they cancelled my visa. And when I tried to board the aircraft, they said, you're not allowed to board. I said, but I've stayed in UAE so many years. I've been there. It's my home. That guy, that cabin crew, that guy was checking he's saying, excuse me, who the hell cares? You don't have proper documentation, you cannot board. And then when I went to the immigration, you know the Arab guy, the young Arab guy, what he asked me? What is the purpose of your visit? I was like, what do you mean, what is the purpose of my visit? I stay here. Yeah, you stay here, so what's the purpose of your visit? You're come in new visa. When I told him I was born here, my parents were here, oh, Fadal, welcome, welcome. It's not your country, man. You're just I call it disposable tissue paper. The day your use is finished, they throw. That's as far as your importance, your validity, and your usefulness is there. For people like me who have been expats in multiple countries, we know this reality. For people like you who have just been to one country in your life, just one, and who have only seen one particular phase of life, you don't know. And I can assure you this, for those of you who think that, oh, I've seen life, Loy, I've suffered. As you're getting older, no, your shit becomes even more difficult to handle. And then if you lose your job when you're 50 or 60, you're fucked. And there you'll come to know the actual difficulty, the actual headache, heartache, and problems. Remember, when you get older, things only become tougher. So this is what I wanted to tell you for those people who say I should be grateful. I'm not grateful to anyone and anything other than those individuals who did something for me. And I'm grateful to myself for working my ass off, for thinking, for being a fighter and succeeding. And the only other thanks I have is to those haters who fueled the fire in me to fight and never give up. This is what I wanted you guys to know. Let me know your thoughts if I'm right or wrong. That is like a balanced argument. This is me signing off. You guys take care.